Hi guys. So it's been really long since I did one of my videos on giggle water, and a lot of people have been asking about them, and I've been promising that I would. But one of the things that I said that I must do this year is have one out before the end of December. And since doing the large format ones that I typically do was seeming difficult, I thought let me give IGTV a chance. So this is my first IGTV video, um, and hopefully it's something that I can keep doing. And the idea is just to keep sharing with you stuff that I'm tasting or drinking at the moment, and stuff that I like and stuff that becomes eventually part of my bar. So for the first one, what I chose is something that is actually my most latest, the latest addition to my malt collection, which is the Ballantines Glenburgie 15. Right. So what is really interesting about this brand is that if you've heard of the word or heard of the brand Ballantines, you know that it's a blended Scotch whiskey. That's what they are famous for, and that's what they typically do. So it's unusual to have, and this is the first time in history there has been a blended Scotch maker that has released a single malt whiskey. So Valentine's released three single malts in around November last year, if I'm not mistaken. And this one particularly is what they consider the heart of the Valentine's blend. But it's aged in oak it's aged in American oak for 15 years. And American oak is typically what Scotch uses as the barrels in which they age their whiskey. So let me pour some out. Well, as you can tell, this isn't the first time I'm drinking this whiskey. Also, I chose it because it was something that I tasted and I liked, and that's why I'm suggesting it to you. So it pours out a lovely golden, honeyed hue. So one of the things that people don't know about single malt is that you're actually legally allowed to add coloring. So it's a slightly controversial thing, but you're allowed to add malt coloring, and it says contains permitted natural color, which is the caramel coloring. And well, that's part of it. Obviously, a lot of the color comes from the oak itself. Um, to smell, so it's right up front. There's a lot of sweetness that hits you and a lot of fruitiness. So for me, it's stuff like grapes and pears and um, um, apple. A lot of apple, incidentally. And there's some caramel toffee. It's almost like marzipan-ish. Um, and there's some spice in there. There's a lot of warm spice that I get. So vanilla notes that are typical when like from the oak. Um, but some hints of maybe pepper. Yeah. Okay to taste. So first the texture. The texture is really velvety as it goes down. Um, Again, that sweetness that you smell carries through. That fruitiness carries through. Almost like honeycomb notes. And again, lots of warm spice again, but the finish has like a sharpness of ginger, white pepper that sort of pricks your tongue up front. But yeah, so the balance of sweetness and spice is what I really like about this whiskey, because I think it's very approachable. It's very easy to drink, and if I may say, it's almost, perhaps it's because it's Christmas all around, but it's almost Christmassy in its taste. So it's a nice Christmas malt. So I'm adding a little bit of cool water to it, just to taste with it, because typically that's how you would um, drink single malt, depending on what the temperature outside is. Um, so a lot more of that sweetness comes out. And again, it's there is that spice, but it's a lot more muted. So that sharpness that I was talking about isn't there. It's just a more um, what is the word, a smoother tasting experience with all of the different layers. And it makes sense, because that's what water tends to do. It tends to sort of ease things a little bit, because otherwise I was tasting 40% neat alcohol. But it's a really lovely malt. So whiskey lovers, this is something that you should definitely look for. It's something that's going to be in Delhi in the next couple of weeks, I believe. Priced around $6,000. It'll also be in Mumbai and in all the other key markets sooner rather than later. But it's a, yeah, it's something that I think is a definitely good. It's a definite good addition to your bar. So check it out. And plus, it has a really cool and nice story to it, and I love these little stories. So that's the Ballantine Glenburgie 15. And so this is my first IGTV video. Please comment. I don't know if you can comment on IGTV videos, but if you can, please comment and let me know. Otherwise, DM me. Find some way to get in touch and let me know what you thought of it. If I should do more, if you have ideas, if this works. And yeah, cheers and Merry Christmas.